The projection on Glasgow's historic steeple screams of a climate emergency and counts down to the tipping point of when it will be too late to prevent global warming from exceeding 1.5 degrees.
What do we want? When do we want it?
With a month to go before the COP conference, activists and politicians are gathering in Milan, where Greta Thunberg castigated world leaders for not being bold or brave enough.
The emissions are still rising. The science doesn't lie.
Ahead of Glasgow, nations will be expected to finalize firm emission reduction measures and fund a big pot of money to help poor nations transition to low-carbon economies. Canada's Environment Minister has been given the job of wrangling up some of that cash.
We're working right now to corral commitments from all countries so that we're making progress towards that $100 billion number, which is the commitment.
This Bangladeshi climate scientist says it's disheartening that it's proving so difficult to get even that done.
Money was easy, and they just failed to do it. To me, that strikes me as being totally incompetent and negligent.
While hitting the key climate policy targets is key, COP26 is also meant to be inclusive, and there are growing concerns that people from countries with the most at stake may not be able to effectively participate. Mim Black and Yvonne Blake speak for civil society groups. They fear tough COVID border controls in the UK and the lack of vaccines in many parts of the world will mean many people will be shut out of COP.
The visa restrictions prevents people who should be here. Poverty prevents people who should be here.
Scotland, meanwhile, is preparing for the moment when everyone shows up. As always, police are hoping any conflict is limited to strong language, but are preparing in case it becomes more than that. Chris Brown, CBC News in Glasgow.